You know it. Welcome to Just Incredible's Liftoff Show right here, PAL 106 in Los Angeles. Today I'm joined by my brother, Giveon, man. Good to see you, bro. You know it. You know it, man. How's life been treating you, my boy?
Good.
Yeah.
No complaints. Just been...
busy.
Yeah, but like in a different type of busy. Just like really, really writing.
Like that, locking in, huh?
Lock in type of busy.
Where you?
When people hear busy, it's not like I'm bouncing around, like traveling and doing all types of that version of busy. More of a lock in type of busy.
Right here in the studio here in town, working from.
So I bounce around. Like I like to start the ideas at home, like a home studio.
Yeah.
And I'll go record it at just like whichever studio that I'm like that I want to go to.
Where you pulling inspiration from right now?
It's
life experiences.
Yeah, I'm like inspiration is everywhere as far as like what stories to tell, but definitely just life experiences.
Well, when I hear a song like 20s, I'm like, oh man, we all can relate to this, man.
Yeah, that's a life experience that doesn't even have to be a brand new, fresh thing. Right. That's like a previous time in my life that I'll have the ability to articulate it.
Yeah. So. Man, I love that song, man. Like I said, so relatable, bro. I mean, we all, you know what I'm saying, been in moments in our 20s, you know, talk to me about, but just in relationships in general, where you're like, damn, I really wasted my time here. As I look back at this, like, what did that song specifically, like, how good did it feel to just get those emotions off your chest?
Yeah, it felt like it was kind of a release because it was something I was bottling in. But also some of these songs I don't want to write because I don't want to hurt people's feelings.
Like the original person it's about?
Yeah.
I heard you mention that at the 5-year anniversary tour.
Yeah, so I'm like, I figured out a way to say it where it's my perspective without necessarily bashing somebody.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely you're respectful about it, but these are like situations, bruh, that sting, you know what I mean? And
sometimes there's going to be songs where there's no other way to say it.
That's the art.
Yeah.
That's the art. You know, sometimes that art just cuts deep. But you got to get it out, and you can see the fans' reaction to it. How has the fans been reacting to this new song?
I'm blown away. They obsessed with it. Yeah. People in their 20s, before their 20s, and after their 20s.
Like that, huh? Yeah. Have you gotten messages of people just like, man, this is...
Oh, yeah. I bet. Yeah. And even if it's not even to me directly, I could just see it. They'll say it amongst each other. Yeah. Which is one of the things I want to just promote just for me and my just like community of like, or how I even do shows. I want everyone to intertwine with each other.
Explain that. You mean like...
Because that's what community is to me, is when it's two strangers or two friends can discuss you instead of them even having to discuss to you directly.
Yeah, I heard that.
So it's just pretty cool.
And what would you say? What would you say? You know, you've learned about that approach, right? Because you're really honest in your music, right? What have you know, makes you want to like double down on that, right? And just be almost more vulnerable in your music, or give them more stories, right? Like what have you learned from that?
I think seeing the way it's touched people and just being like at a CD signing and then people are coming up crying, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I got to keep writing songs for you.
Yeah, for sure.
And even if that one song is so specific to one person, to where it feels like I'm telling an exact story, then of course other people are gonna relate to it. I'm gonna relate
for sure. So
that's the goal, to just be honest.
That's it, man. I think that's what the fans just gravitate to the most.
They really do. Even when it's a lot of noise of like, there could be a lot of noise in just the space because there's so much music and so many artists and so much.
But that's how it cuts through.
Yeah, it cuts through. And then it's like, even if while there's a height of so much stuff, once that noise dies down, the real music still stays. And
always. Timeless music. Speaking of that, let's get to the 5-year anniversary of Take Time, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It came out at such a unique time in all of our lives.
Yeah, crazy time.
But it's really a moment, right, that we forever think about. Damn, when I was in the house in 2020, this was like my theme music. This was like really like, was it scary to release at that time almost in 2020?
Yeah, it was like just confused, like
Do I do
Because we wasn't able to use any case studies or any examples.
Right.
Like, this is the first time ever since the world is shutting down. Like, it's like,
right?
Yeah. So I don't even know if it was fear. It was more so just like genuinely confused.
Like, what do we do here?
Yeah. But then we just followed our gut like we always do.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
It's the best way. Your gut always going to tell you, man.
Yeah.
It's always going to tell you.
But it was great though. And it was like, it was so many funny digital, like doing college concerts on Zoom.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what?
Acting like I'm like, could actually feel, I had to figure out a way to feel the presence. So it's like, while I'm performing, I'm looking at them chatting and I'm like,
right.
And they like singing the songs in the chat. I'm like, yeah, they singing. This
is different.
It was crazy.
One of my favorite songs of all time, man. Heartbreak Anniversary.
Oh, man, thank you.
Woo.
Got one, don't I?
Yeah, man. A monster, bro.
That's crazy.
Talk to me about how this song changed your life.
I think the biggest thing it did for me was validate my process.
I like that. I like that.
Which is like, if I just be me, trust my ear, trust the people around me, and trust even the way we package things, I could be around for a very long time.
Man. And just talk about just designing the song. You know, where'd the inspo come from? You don't got to be super specific on certain, but like, it's such a beautiful song, that another one that we could all relate to.
Yeah, I think it was just like, because I had like a very specific anniversary. And that date was just like lodged in my brain from just always celebrating it. And then that date came back up when I wasn't with them. And I was just like, I wonder if they feel the same way. All right. And I'm just like, I wonder how do people feel when they're like an anniversary of something comes up and they not with them.
Nah, for real, bro. For real.
Or even the anniversary of the day we broke up, you know?
The strong moments that stick with you. And you can't help but think about them.
Yeah.
Celebratory moments, Valentine's Day, birthdays, and how can you help but not think of all the memories, person. Right?
Yeah. And it's that was like the initial thing, but the real thing too is the anniversary of the day you guys broke up.
Yeah,
not even just like the days you were celebrating.
Right. And how do you deal with that now, man?
I think enough time has passed.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Like that date got a new meaning now. Oh, that's the day that I did this.
Yeah. Do you feel like time truly heals all?
Yeah, but time with action though. Like not time if you just suppressing it time and time, and then it could come back up like 10 years later.
And you feel like you take 10 steps back.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's why I started writing.
It's therapeutic in a way?
Yeah, it was like how I was processing certain things. Like even 20s, it was just like time went by, but it didn't heal anything.
Yeah.
But it's like once I wrote 20s, it's when it really started to
let you pour out. And
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I would imagine that would be therapeutic in a way. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but no, I think just the to go back to what I learned about heartbreak was I'm already on the right path.
Absolutely.
Just stay authentic.
Stay authentic. Beautiful music, man. What can the fans expect? What's kind of up next for you?
Oh, I mean, I won't give specific dates, but album and tour for sure.
Album and tour.
Yeah, and this album is
strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
It's a special one.
Can't wait to hear it, man. I can tell you got a personal connection with your fans and you really love performing. That's
my favorite part. Like if I had to put the creative process with the live performance, with even even talking about the music, just all the elements that is a part of being an artist, a musician. Performing live is my favorite part.
One of your favorite parts, huh?
Yeah, because it's everything put into one.
Yeah, right there.
It's the fashion. Yeah. It's the conversation. It's the singing. It's the creative process
interaction,
too.
Watching the crowd, seeing them,
seeing how happy they are because they've been waiting for me to come to like New York or LA for however long they were waiting on.
Right.
So then for them to finally be there. So
yeah, man. I know. I read early on your mom pushed you to kind of get out there on those stages, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah. But I didn't like it while she was doing it because I was just like, because it wasn't even it was super early. It was more so singing around the house and singing to. She was more showing me off,
putting you on the spot.
Yeah, like look, do that dance, baby.
Yeah, right.
Sing that song. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
But I mean, what would your message be to moms today, thinking how far you came, bro?
Thank you. You a visionary.
Facts.
Like you seen so much that I didn't even see.
I heard that, man.
So
I know. I remember doing like when family weddings would happen and stuff like that. My parents would always put me on the spot to talk and host. And I was always so nervous. And it's like now I could do radio or DJ in front of people.
Naturally,
but at that time, like that public speaking moment, where everyone, all eyes on you, that shit is nerve wracking.
Nah, it is. But then it's crazy. That's another thing I like about being live, because it just feels like everyone there is just, they don't want you to be the superhero.
Perfect, right?
Yeah, they just want everybody we just all chilling.
It's a good lesson to remember.
Yeah.
That's a really good thing to think about when you're in that moment.
Yeah, like we all just hanging out.
Yeah. Can you remember some of your early performances, like talent shows or things like that?
Oh, yeah.
What were those first moments like on stage?
I did one in, like the first real performance was I did my middle school talent show.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I was just like, I got the bug from there.
Yeah?
And I didn't even over-rehearse or anything. That's when I learned whatever gonna happen in the moment is the best thing. So if you do you too pre-planned, you're gonna be stiff. You probably gonna miss a word. You're just gonna be doing too much.
Let it flow.
Yeah, that's when I learned flow. Actually, just whatever's gonna happen up there or whatever ideas come to you in real time are the best ones because
live with them.
Yeah,
don't be scared of those moments.
Like I kind of like when I look back at a performance, and it's a move or something that I did and I cringe because I'm like, oh, that means I was just doing shit.
Yeah. Just like, what the universe was.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, why would you put your hand like that? Because if I was thinking about it in real time, I probably would have been like robotic. But then I'd rather just look at it and be like, and then next time,
correct it if needed.
Yeah, if needed, yeah.
Do you remember what'd you sing? Like, did you at that talent show? Do you remember what you did?
I don't remember, but I have like a video somewhere, and I always show people, but I don't remember. But it was like an R&B guy for sure.
Nice.
Like whoever was like the guy. It was like but it wasn't one of their hits. It was like a B-side.
A B-side vibe.
Yeah, so sick. I gotta remember who.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Take me back to the Chicago Freestyle, man. Another song that dropped in that pandemic era, right?
And that was another like testament to just following your gut, because that was just a song that I did. I was just like going on tour and I didn't have that much song. So I'm like, I'm gonna do a freestyle each city. So then I freestyled in Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's another example of just flowing.
Just doing.
Yeah.
Just doing.
So
you're in Chicago. How long was that freestyle before it came out? Like, when did that moment actually?
Oh, it was a gap. And that's a crazy thing is I knew about it before anyone knew. And the tour I was on, I was the opener's opener.
Crazy.
So I'm just like, they have no clue who I am. And they talking during my set. And they just like, where's it was Snow Allegra.
Yeah.
I was like, where's Snow? And in the back of my head, I'm like, you don't know what I got for you.
Got some heat.
I got some shit for you.
In the tuck.
Give me 18 months.
Yeah, 2:30, meet me by the beam, bro. You was in there cooking in the shop, boy.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
I love Chicago
lit.
too.
Beautiful city, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then the collaboration with Drake, how does it come about? And when do you learn about
So I learned about it on tour. Like, the tour wasn't even over yet. Because I remember listening to it out of a phone at the airport going to the next city.
Damn.
Yeah. And my team is just, I have a really good team.
Phenomenal team, yeah.
So
sheesh.
I'm blessed.
Can you share any conversations in that moment that happened with Drake that just the experience,
that?
you know?
No, I think it was just like a showing me respect pretty much, and just like words of just advice that anyone who's been in the position before would to give you.
Love it.
So
yeah, man.
That's crazy how much time that was. Yeah.
Like has passed.
Because that was pre-pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it came
like
out. He had put a project out, I think, during that time.
Yeah.
That it landed.
And then I dropped Take Time like
right there.
Yeah, like either I might be messing up the timeline, but it was like right before or right after. It was like perfectly timed.
What a moment! No, the timing couldn't have been better.
Yeah. We love to. The timing always works out.
Just let the universe line itself up like that, man.
Even with 20s, it was like I did a song with this amazing artist, Teddy Swims.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. I love that record, man.
And then the timing naturally from into 20s. And it's just like our timing, mine and my team, our timing always just seems to naturally just like blend.
Yeah.
Because we're not like sitting around a freaking
like a game board, like figuring out. It's not like that.
Because that song had to be done at a specific time.
Mm-hmm.
So no, we just following our gut.
Man, that's what's up. Are You Even Real? You and Teddy Swims, man. You got another bomb with that one, man.
I love that song.
Talk to me about that collaboration. Really an exciting feel to this record, man.
Yeah. And I mean, it's funny because I went to it was a VMAs, and I went to New York after, like a VMA after party thing.
Okay.
I didn't even go to the show. I just went to this after party, and as I'm walking up, he's leaving.
Crazy.
I'm like, wait. I was like, oh, I'm a big fan. And he was like, me too. And I was like, oh, well, shit, that works out.
We should do something.
Yeah, we should do something. He was like one of the coolest people I ever met.
Seems like super down to earth, dope dude, man.
And then like, I want to say a week later, I got me and him were just texting, but I got the music from my team and was like, would you like this? Or like, would you try this? And then I replied to him before I replied to them. Like, yo, the song I just got.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So then I lived with it, and then we got it.
I love it, man. I just love how your voices complement each other on that record
blend
so well, man.
And he's like a powerhouse vocal.
Right. Strong vocal, man. Yeah. Strong vocal.
So I was like, oh, I gotta sing.
Gotta bring it.
Yeah, I have to.
What goes through your mind before even accepting a collaboration opportunity? Like, what are you thinking about, right? Like, like that one just, it just showcased both of y'all so well, right? And I would think that's the goal every time.
Yeah.
But I'd like to hear what goes through your mind.
I think for me, because I don't do a lot of collaboration.
Right.
So I just have to genuinely be a fan of the artist, for one.
Yep.
But sometimes it's like every single song I make isn't meant for every single artist.
Right.
So the song also have to make sense.
It's got to make sense.
So if I like the artist, the song makes sense. I'm like, oh no, this is like, it's meant to be at this point. Because it's already so rare of a scenario.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, I have to do this.
Yeah, you don't strike me as an artist that's just like doing it for like that's not how your art is coming together, you know?
But and I feel like people will be able to tell too.
Yeah, they can. You definitely can when it's cookie cutter like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's important because we talked about the word noise, man, and there's a lot of people doing it different ways. So it's really refreshing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time we drop. When creating music, what comes first to you? Is it lyrics, melody? What's the first part of the song that jumps out at you?
I mean, before anything musically, it's just the story that I want to talk about. But then I like to have the music first.
Okay.
And then melody, and then lyrics last. But sometimes I get lyrics and melody at the same time.
Really?
Just like if it natural, yeah. But for the most part, it's a melody, and then I like to structure I like to arrange, because words to me are like, that could get like
too much in a way.
I could just take time for it to actually get right, because it's like technically with words you could write a whole song and be like, oh no, those aren't the words, and write a whole nother song. So sometimes it takes like 3-4 songs to get the right song. Has
there ever been a song that you damn near got rid of but ended up like, nah, I need to keep this one?
So on my upcoming album, there was one that I can't believe that I almost didn't put on. Like, I literally can't believe it.
Like that, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. And what makes you say I can't believe it? Like, just the feeling
because
you get
one of the one. It's like gonna be one of the one. Like, it's a standout.
Ooh.
So imagine that a standout wasn't gonna be on it. I'm just like, that's kind of crazy.
One of them break out like.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. And I had a song called For Tonight.
I remember.
Like, I made that song, and then I dropped my project.
Okay.
Take time.
Yeah.
And then I went back to For Tonight. Like I dropped like 10, 11 songs, and then we found For Tonight and was like, actually, no, this is still. Yeah, so For Tonight almost never came out. And that's like a moment at the shows. So that one not coming out would be like, oh, wow.
And you got this special one on this new project, man. I can't wait. Now when I hear the track list, I got to
guess which one didn't almost make it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. But that's another thing, man. You just timing, right?
Yeah. And also it's the reason it did make it is because the people around me. And they have like certain ears and they just like, you're not going to do what? I'm like, oh, shit.
Hold up. Before you...
Because it's easy to give up on a song sometimes.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit.
Like as an artist, you could make something and then you could be enjoying it. But then if you like put too much into the thought process of the song, you could be like, I don't know. And if you're an artist like me, I'll make another one. I'm gonna make another song at some point.
Right.
So I'm super precious about my songs, but I'm like, I believe in myself and my craft.
Yeah,
I'm like this isn't my last song.
That part.
So it's easy sometimes to be like, let me move on.
Do you ever feel like when you finish a song and you do the next one, like that's your best one, so these aren't as important anymore? Or do you?
Because I approach it to like just writing. It's like a specific story, so it's like
timestamp.
Yeah, almost. It's like this is the story for this specific experience. So I try not to even pin them up against each other.
Yeah.
But I can hear if it's like, okay, what story I think more people will gravitate to.
Understood.
Or sonically, what will people gravitate to?
Understood, man.
But to me, it's just like, I don't value any other like journal entry more than the other. It was just like how I was feeling at that time.
I love how you said journal entry.
Yeah.
Man. That's dope, man. That's dope. If you could collab with one artist for a full project, who would that artist be?
That's so many.
Is there a few?
Like I love the song me and Teddy Swims did.
I could hear a whole body of work.
Yeah, I would definitely do one with Teddy Swims. I told him too. I was like, as soon as I finish all this, we gotta start
really get one in.
Yeah.
I asked that question on I guess it's X now, and a lot of people were saying SZA. They'd love to hear you do a project.
Oh, I would definitely do it. I feel like we all would.
Right?
Anybody who I'm like,
who wouldn't? I'm just trying to manifest.
Nah, yeah, please. I would love to have a situation where that's more like there's like a duality, like a rapper or something.
Crazy.
So then I could but I don't know who specifically. Or I think like a specific producer with a specific sound.
Damn, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's probably different from what my own, like,
Yeah.
Maybe something with tempo or like a K Tronada.
Oh man, that would be so fire. That would be so fire.
Yeah, something that would be different than what I already do.
We'll let y'all also in the comments, man. If there was one rapper, one producer, Giveon could.
Yeah.
Y'all A&R it, then we'll bring it to the team and see if it's a fit. How we can manifest.
Please make sure the sound is like, something more refreshing. Not a producer or someone that's already in my space.
Man. No doubt, man. Yeah. Hey, 20s is the new song. It's going crazy. Tour on the way. Project on the way.
Which camera are you looking at?
I'm looking right here. I'm
in this motherfucker.
Yo, Giveon.
I was like,
good to hang with you today, my boy.
Absolutely.
We can talk all day, but I appreciate your time. Super big fan of your talent, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to the 5-year anniversary show.
Of course.
And when you hit that tour, I can't wait to be there, man.
Man, please. Thank you guys for listening.
You know it.
There's a lot more coming.
All the time. Can't wait, man. Giveon, just incredible. We here on all cameras. Phones on fucking mute now, I promise. Hey, man, just incredible. Lift Off Show on Power 106.
I know.